Welcome back to another video. My name is It's Official, and today's going to be kind of a different video. Today's video is really going to be me talking about one of the biggest Pokemon vendors in the market, honestly. His name is the Bulbasaur. Now, I can't remember exactly when I went, but it was, I want to say it was March of this year, I think. Either March or February. I don't really remember, but I went trying to collect a few cards that I was looking for, and I kind of made like a decision on what cards to find in general. I was mostly looking for the three main dogs from Crown Zenith, the Suicune, the Entei, and oh wow, I can't remember what the other one is. Hold on. Raikou. That's what it was. Now, there was also something that I decided that I wanted to try to find as well. And as a collector, you know, you try to find different things you want to collect. And I was mostly looking for Charizard PSA, or the base set Charizard PSA 1 through 5. Now, I already got PSA 1 through the GameStop Power Packs, and I won that off of a miracle bid. And I was like, there's no way in hell I'm gonna be able to get 1 through 10. But what if I got 1 through 5? And sure enough, I was able to find at least one of them at the card show. And the Bulbasaur, he recently posted his video. I mean, take in mind, it's May now, so it's been a few months since then. But something I did want to show you guys. So as you can see right here, that's me. That was me in March or February. I can't fucking remember. But I'm going to play the segment of what he added in and what I had, and I'll kind of talk about it here in a second. But I hope you guys enjoy this type of segment. I was super thrilled to see that I was in this. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this.
I was wondering if you're still buying.
Yes, I'd be happy to take a look.
And do you still buy singles as well?
I do, but if I'm honest, I don't pay too high on them. Depending on what it are, it's around 70%. These two I'd probably hold off on.
I figured, yeah. That's all right.
I could pay $12.50 for these.
$12.50?
And if you want to trade, you get like 10% more.
You don't have the Raikou V, Entei V, and the Suicune V
Raw or 10?
for 10.
I sold 2. So I think I have 1. Entei.
Oh,
Fantastic.
yes, awesome.
I was like, I got all 3 and I only sold 2.
I almost have a master set of just base.
Oh, there you go.
I almost do.
What you missing?
Basically the main high ones.
The big 3 bit,
Yeah.
or the base head Zard.
Now I'm trying to get 1 through 5.
Oh, that'd be. I think I have a 2.
Do you have a 2?
I think I do. A 2?
Shut up, dude.
Yeah, I got a 2.
Dude.
What?
So what is that? Where does that put me?
Let me see. I think
The
it's
2 is like,
500 maybe.
yeah, I think so.
Oh, not even close. 260.
Oh, yeah.
Easy added. I could do this and $800.
Sure.
Cool. Trading away. Look, ask. That's how you talk and find stuff what they're looking for. He's looking for PSA 1 through 5. We happen to have a 2 right here, base set Zard, about 260, and then the Entei V from Crown Zenith, PSA 10. We're getting the big boy, M-Ray PSA 9. Oops. Charizard Reverse PSA 9. Armor Mewtwo Japanese PSA 9. It's pretty cheap for what it is. Drowsy Art Rare Japanese PSA 10. Plus some, this one's a PSA 9 Venusaur, so basically raw Glass Birds. You have some Reshiram, Pikachu, Raichu, and then Rainbow Birds. And I'm gonna add $800.
So you guys already probably saw that what I was talking about. That was such an insane day. We got $800 off of all those cards. So I'm going to go back a little bit. So that bad boy right there is someone I also pulled off the Power Packs. That card at the time was worth, let's see. When I first pulled it, it was 1.2. And when I sold it, I think we both valued it at 1.4. But I think on the trade, it was like maybe 1.3 is what I got for. Now that card is worth like 2K. Very upset. I should have kept it, but it was worth from what I got, which I'm going to show you guys here in a minute. The other cards that I got rid of, that bad boy right there, I do miss that card. I really do, because that was from the X and Y series. It wasn't a 9, don't get me wrong, but I was like, you know, I do want other cards to try to find when I'm here, and it was worth it. Not a big deal. That card I should not have got rid of. I really shouldn't have. I love that card to fucking death. And the next time I go to a show, I might try to see if I can find a 10 in Japanese. But that card was... I don't remember the value on it. I'm sure it's gone up since then, because I know the English version in a 10 is maybe 9K now. Maybe 10. But who knows? The other card I got rid of... Oh, that card. I have a story on that one too. So I should have kept it. I really should have. But here's the thing. I was mostly looking for the English version of it. I should have kept that regardless. Because that card at the time, I think it was only worth like maybe $80, I think. And the PSA 10 in the English version, I think back in March or February, I want to say it was only like $200 to $300. Now it's worth close to $500. And I was trying to find the English version of that card. Nobody had it. No one had it. And I was so mad. And believe it or not, there was one vendor who, when I say they didn't have it, but they didn't have it in a PSA 10. One vendor had it in a CGC Pristine 10 in English. And I was like, oh, it's not what I'm looking for. But a PSA 10 of that in English, I really wanted. I ended up not finding it. There was one more card in here. Oh yeah, all the singles that I got rid of right there. Those were mostly some of the tag teams I had, because I had the Glass Stainbirds, the Raikou, and the Raichu. Or no, excuse me. I think it was Raichu and Raichu. And there were a couple other things in there that I had that I was planning to send to PSA, but I decided not to. Just basically added the extra money onto the whole thing. And those I was fine with getting rid of. And then that bad boy, that one I was also trying to find in a 10, but I knew it was very expensive. And I ended up not finding that card at that show as well. Let's see, what else? Yeah, there's the Glass Stainbirds that I got rid of. I got rid of that one. And that one, okay, so that, can I go back? So that's not the one I got rid of. It was basically the other version of the tag team that I had. I'm just gonna assume that he couldn't find it, or the editor couldn't find it, but it's basically a good representation of what I had. It was just basically like the full art one. And then that was the other stained glass that I had. And then that was it. That was really it. I'm gonna show you what I picked up from that show. Now, this is the PSA 1 that I originally pulled to begin with, right? That was from Power Packs. And then this was the PSA 2 that I originally pulled, right? Or not pulled, but I got from Bulbasaur. Now this one, what I got, I was really hesitant on getting just because of the price of it. So the seller wanted $475 for this. And I was like, can you go any lower on that? He's like, no, there's no way. I was like, okay, are you up for trades? And he was like, yeah. I had it was a Sylveon VMAX, and it was in a PSA 10. It was worth $150. I was like, if I give you this, would you pay $350 for it? And he ended up doing. I love this card with all my heart, just because it's Lucario. It is the PSA 10 Mega Lucario SIR from Mega Evolutions. I love this card to death. God, it's such a beautiful card just to begin with. It really is. I'm just gonna show this off again, because just look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's insane. Those were one of the cards I wasn't looking for, but I saw it and I was like, I can't pass that up. Just because it's the SIR for Mega Evolutions. Mega Evolutions is a hard set just to pull anything to begin with. I shouldn't have jumped the gun too quick on this. One of the many things that I keep telling myself, or that I now tell myself, is when I go to a convention, when you see the card that you want, keep looking around, because you may find it just a little bit cheaper at somewhere else. This card was listed at $375. I think market for it was like maybe $300 at the time, something like that. And it's the stained glass birds in a 10. And you know, when I was trying to negotiate with him, he was very, very hesitant on 90%. Like, he bought it at 90%. And he was like, I can't go any lower than that. I was like, and in my head, I was like, I'm not gonna be able to find this card anywhere else. You know, I might as well jump the gun on it. And I did. I did end up buying it for $375. Or no, I think I bought it for $400, to be honest. But with recent values on it, it has gone up. So I've kind of made my money back on it. But that card is, I mean, it's just, you can't pass that up in a 10. You can't. It's just a beautiful card just to begin with. And then this was the one I got from Bulbasaur, the one I traded up on. The Entei from Crown Zenith. Very beautiful. Very nice. And that was the other thing I was looking for. I was looking for the three dogs, you know? And I did. And I'll show you the other two. Here's this one. In a 10. And then here's this one. In a 10. Now, I did have other cards that I wanted to try to find. There was the Pikachu from Crown Zenith, and like the rainbow version art. I think it's really what it is. I don't know the exact description of it. That one was really hard to find, and I ran out of money at that point. Really did. After finding all that, I was out of money, so I couldn't really get anything else from it. But I had a blast, you know, in this whole thing. That card show was a blast. The fact that I got to meet him, I even took a couple pictures, which I'll show up on screen. I didn't even post them because I didn't like how it looked. I was like, But yeah, I had a great time. That show was great. Meeting him was great. I got to meet a couple other people as well. I didn't take pictures with them. There was one other person that's right next to him, and that's the I'm trying to figure out what it's cardboard something. Flipping Cardboard. That is a great vendor that I watch as well. I really wanted to get a picture with him, but I saw the line that he was generating, and I was like, can't do it. I didn't want to sit and just have a picture taken, and you know, next time I go though, I'll have a card for him, hopefully to trade up on or something like that. It was great. I actually got to meet a creator that I liked, and it was awesome. But I did find out this was day 2, right? So we went on day 2. Day 1, I found out Wildcat was there. I was like, oh, we missed Wildcat because his wife was there. And I was like, oh, that sucks. That fucking sucks. I was so mad. That would have been awesome to meet him. One of the many reasons why I do YouTube to this day is him and the crew of Vanos. So that's all I'm saying. On the last note, there was one card here that I got from Power Packs. I decided to hold. Now, this was just a $50 card. You know, like the $50 slot you can find on Power Packs and stuff. This card came up, right? And I was like, that's an interesting one. Because I've never seen it. And take in mind, it is an illustration contest from 2024. Now, I had a slight feeling that this card might go up in value because at the time, like I said, it's only $50. Market on this right now is $232. My prediction was right. It is the Feraligatr from the illustration contest in 2024 in a 10. I liked it. You know, it's Feraligatr, not one of my favorite Pokemon, but the art is nice. It's a very simple drawing of just Feraligatr, just in the sea with a bunch of Magikarps. Or I wouldn't say C. More looks like a swamp, but I'm gonna say C. But that was one of the many cards that I've pulled from Power Packs. I've been very fortunate from that. But yeah, that's gonna be the video. I didn't have anything planned on playing anything this week. This was a great opportunity to show you guys my point of view from this. Plus, it's a short video. It makes it easier on me just because of how I work and my schedule right now. But yeah, really hope you guys enjoy this type of content. I would love to go back and meet him again, especially any other creator that I haven't met yet, but it was still great regardless. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you guys like this sort of content, don't forget to leave a like on the video. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week for another Gambling with Friends video. I've been This Official. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.